Hey, it's vrlink here, and today I'm going to be making an honest review on the Quest 2 game, Viking Days. So I would like to say thank you for the people over at vrmonkey for sending me this game, but as always, this will be a honest review. Now, let's jump into the game. When starting Viking Days, it starts you in a Viking town. Now in this town is where you're going to find the door that you press to play, how you do some tutorials on some of the mini games, your options, your sound options, and also there's another door where you can go to and look at the credits, so the people who actually made this game. Now let's talk about the most important aspect of any game, the gameplay. In Viking Days, you play a series of minigames until you lose in one of them. So there are up to 15 different minigames, some of them just including archery, skiing, and torch throwing. These minigames are usually pretty easy, and honestly a kid or an older person new to VR could probably play these minigames right off the bat. Before each minigame starts, you do get a form of instructions that tells you exactly what you need to do. With most of these games, you don't really need these, and the ones that you do, they honestly didn't really help that much. An example of this for me would definitely be the skiing minigame. The directions didn't really tell me what to do. I didn't know how to avoid anything. I didn't honestly know how to move or anything like that. It seemed like no matter what I tried, it just kept on going straight, and I ended up getting like out of the map, if that makes sense, or just completely out of the game. So I had to restart the whole mini game thing. And that's the only time this happened in this game. But other than that, these games are pretty much simple and easy to figure out. Now, I do think in some games the instructions are purposely made to be vague, just so you can have a little bit of fun of figuring out exactly what you're supposed to do, like in this axe sharpening game. Now, once you lose or die in this game, you are taken to a screen that shows you exactly how many days or how many games you completed. And there's going to be like a bunch of Vikings around you just clapping and celebrating how many days you lasted. And after that, you are then taken to the main menu where you can restart everything all over again, or you can pass it on to someone else who may want to play and challenge and beat how many days you've lasted. Now there is kind of like an arcade mode where you can pick whatever game you want and kind of practice on how to play it. So if you are versing someone, you're even better than them because you have been practicing basically all the games or a specific game that you might have a problem with. I would also like to mention every time that you do get into a new game, it's not going to be the same games that you played last time. So it's not going to be the exact same order as last time. So the best way I can describe the feel of these games are kind of like Mario Party games, where each minigame has a different way you can play. There's some minigames where you can use your body to kind of run to beat the game. There's some where you're just distracting something. It's just different ways to play in a lot of different minigames, and they are pretty fun. Now, I would not recommend playing this by yourself because after maybe 3 to 4 or 5 times, it does get kind of boring. You get used to all of the mini games. I think the real fun is when you're showing people the quest and you're introducing them to something like this, because like I said before, basically anyone can play this game. So it's a really good game to introduce people when showing them the quest too. And the day system that they have, where you can see how many days you've lasted, really has a competitive aspect. Overall, I think this is a pretty good game. I honestly just wish they had multiplayer, and maybe for a few games just explain how to play them a little bit more. Other than that, it's a really good game. Nothing really bad happened. It wasn't really too janky. The art style was very nice. It's just an overall good game that I think could benefit from just some real multiplayer, because when you want to have a party game, especially in VR, a lot of the times you don't want to have to take your quest off and pass it on to the next person, especially in times of COVID or after COVID. So that's the only thing I would say, just make it an actual multiplayer game. For my honest review, I would honestly have to give this game around 3 stars, just because it doesn't have any multiplayer or an actual leaderboard, at least, or anything like that. And if you were to play this game by yourself, it would get stale pretty fast in my opinion. Other than that, this game is a pretty decent game, so that's why I would give it 3 stars. I would also like to add that this game is fairly priced. It is $4.99, so it seems like you are paying for what you get. It's not like you're paying a lot of money for just a super simple game. I think the price range is pretty good. So if you are interested in this game, you can find it in my description below, and you can click that and it'll lead you to the game. So I hope this video has helped you out, and I also hope that this video has helped you make a decision about getting this game. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It would really help the channel out. And also, thanks for watching. Peace out.